the womb.
About damn time. Is I?
Damn it. Yes, it is very small.
Hello?
Thank you.
Oh. There we go. Oh, jeez, I now see it properly. Brilliant.
You see it?
Yep.
Yeah, when you speak.
Just start yelling at all of you whenever I speak. Brilliant.
Yep. It's the plotting cat.
Don't worry, I didn't find an image for Tarath to, add one in, so it's fine.
I wish I could get rid of the names down here, but it's fine. It'll do.
Here. 'Cause why not?
And look, Carla, we can actually read what you're writing now. And Barry, too.
Your fancy setup, and then over here I just have, basic.
Oh,
I'm going all out.
No, we will not kill you.
and I'm back.
Look
Oh,
at that.
hey, right, Dark wasn't back.
It's,
Welcome back,
it's
Dark.
okay.
You have good timing, because we're...
I can share this layout
Where
with
was
you,
that?
Doom, if you want.
So what? Go ahead, do that.
I can share the layout with you if you want.
And, oh, maybe, potentially. I don't fucking know. Or I could just leave it simple, because... I don't know. Do I look like I know things? I mean, I know some things, but when it comes to myself, I don't fucking know.
Hey, Zaya.
Excuse me.
Yes.
No, we're
How
not killing
long
you.
did it take you to make this thing?
I found it, and then I did all the text, and then I did the images, and then split it up. So, $10 well spent.
I guess. Also, you made a mistake.
Don't tell me that.
You forgot to use fish butt for your talking icon.
I don't even have that for myself. I mean, I could real quick, but I'm lazy. All I did was give ourselves all of our full images, put it on, and scaled it. No one is allowed to die except for the horse. The horse is literally on its last legs.
And get dog in case you need to hear the big nerd.
The horse is literally going to die.
Oh, I turned it up
it's-
just for that.
I mean, the horse is still alive. It's fine for now.
Barely. It's barely.
I mean, you guys are about to
alive.
shove it on a fucking boat, and it's probably gonna get fucking hit with something in the middle of things. I wouldn't be surprised if it fucking dies in the middle of everything. At least you're trying to put it on a boat.
Barry,
I mean,
I'm
who
saving
knows?
that gift.
Depending on what you guys do, you could fail. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yes, there is a thing called a cargo hold.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be really silly, but you could always put the horse on top of the boat deck. Just tie it to the mast.
Poor thing.
Put it up in the crow's nest.
The
How did you
crow's-
get it into the crow's nest?
Don't think about it.
We can do it, yeah, with Claire's Echo, essentially.
Give me a day and I'll build a small crane we can lift it up with.
No?
What do you do when, you know, something takes out the mast with the horse on top of the mast?
Get a new horse.
When did this become Sea of Thieves, and why are we putting a horse on the mast?
Clearly the horse is very explosive, okay? It's an
Gotta
absolute
get home,
blast.
it's a waste of time. Alright, dude, we doing a review?
Downright dynamite. That what? Oh, right, review. Let me
Yes.
just do this. To Ebola nerd. Yeah. This is my job. Fair. I just gotta brain well enough for it.
Oh, we're doomed.
Hi, I'm doomed. Yes, you are.
Recap!
Sorry, I was doing shout outs real quick, and there's this weird, goofy one currently going on for, you know.
No.
Ah, my ears.
That's an interesting clip.
That's so old. That's what I only did my Among Us streams. Damn, that's like 3 years old.
Damn.
We need to play Among Us again at some point.
Well, I gotta get this nerd too. The bunny girl princess. Gotta make sure to get that adorable nerd as well.
Oh, now the notifications go.
Wait, your notifications only just finally went?
Yep,
Aren't you using StreamCord?
I am! Mine just went.
Mine like burst off fairly quickly there and been already gone on their way.
Mine always takes forever. I don't understand.
I mean, I
Check
guess
Discord.
maybe the ones here go faster because a certain nerd, you know, is supplying the capacity for Pro, but still.
Probably
welcome.
that's why.
Thank you, Genzi. I still have to add people because I think I'm still missing a bunch. I'm already double the original. Or no, was it quadruple the original limit? I forget. Was it 40 or 25 or 50 by default?
I don't remember. It's been a
God
minute
damn
since
it.
I've looked at that.
God damn it. I hate that that actually fucking works, too. Anyways, right, recap. Let's see. Organizing. So we have a lovely band of adventurers still on their hasty journey to the hometown of one Claire. Following news of other events, their hasty leave from Nightshade going trouncing through the woods, or rather trouncing through the fields. Not really much woods technically. Fighting some various things such as, the mother troll, which got murdered horribly in the midst of things, leaving her, cannibalistic children behind to eat her corpse. They found some, easy scraps of gold in that. Just lots of lots of, wonderful, wonderful things had happened. And so they eventually managed to arrive in this lovely city, to which I've forgotten the name of it because I am
Damn it,
good at
Jack.
this. Crossword. There we go. I mean, you could have diffused this safely, and then, Hearst just fucked up and tried to pull off fooling the troll with the worst roll they could have been had on a fairly easy check, and resulted in turning into the target for Munchon. Which is Lord. When there's more art in the question mark? Anyways. But the successful arrival into this lovely, lovely, city here full of people. They came upon the scene of the docks where, a ship is being prepared to head upstream, being loaded and armed, and also being searched through because, they have to make sure of things. There even seems to be members of the crew that are, in fact, goblins. To make it even more interesting on what might or might not happen. And so, Deception, deep in the dark, right? I don't remember at this point. But you got one very angrily staring Claire still sitting in the, wagon that brought them there, with the rest more or less starting to meander off in their different directions, securing an inn for the night so that they may, rest before they head off on their journey. Whether it be by ship or if they fuck up, it might be by foot, which I don't know how they're going to get there at that point, but hey, we'll find out. Or they might steal a ship. We don't know. These guys are kind of crazy. Also, Yuffie's in the river.
Yes.
Because why not?
Or typing, but the talking crew's not doing much. They don't everyone act at once yet.
Yuffie's just quietly swimming around in the water after escaping the guards, not wanting. They're not gonna chase after her, not wanting to get wet.
Yeah. Selvig went to the end to kind of cool off after confronting Claire. So.
Yeah, last I recall, it was, weren't we already, done with the resting? We were just waiting to hear back from the captain?
Pretty much.
I thought you guys were starting the resting phase. You hadn't even
Yeah.
really done anything yet.
Wasn't
We
You
were
sure.
just-
literally just set to getting it in, and that was, I think, the last thing you guys had done.
Then we were gonna go look for item shop, or were we not? Or was that only me? I think it might have been on me.
I think that was
Might have been
you.
you.
That probably was you. I think we were looking for something, but I don't remember what it was either. I don't remember if I needed to go to a shop for something. Probably.
Should have uploaded the VOD.
Yeah.
Ammo?
Bad things. It's just.
I'm good on ammo. I think the bigger thing would be better armor at this point.
Fair.
Waiting for the ship to get ready.
Yeah, I remember that much.
I think that might have been what we did in the last session, but it's just been so long since then that I forgot. I'm just trying to
I think it
that
was
even if I
mentioned
did-
you were going to go looking for a shop, but we ended and we didn't go looking for a shop.
I'm just even
So-
trying to think that even if I went to a shop, what would I be looking for?
I think you were looking for more ammo?
I think I was looking
Some
for components
weaponry?
to. I think I was looking for components to create better ammo for the arbalist that I have.
That actually sounds
I was
right.
going to spend
The
time
guards-
making something.
Are searching the ship, making sure there's no bad goods, making sure all of the members of the crew are, supposed to be there. Basically, they're doing a full-on investigation.
There was a haughty guard who has like fancy cannons on his ship.
It's the captain of the ship. Yeah,
Yes.
the captain.
Yeah, I was
is-
about to say the captain.
Don't ask me what their name was. I'm pretty sure I've forgotten it. I don't know where the paper went that had the name written down. If there was one. Maybe I didn't establish a name.
You didn't
Good
say
answer.
there was no name.
Okay, good. I don't have one written down anywhere.
I'll just call him Alfred.
I think the only thing you said was that they were semi-shady.
You get it this Doom.
Okay, like I had a head like a working, singular brain cell before, and that was a long while ago at this point. It has since, retired and left me with some, specks of dust floating around in there, and they don't remember what the fuck it was last session we were doing, so.
I should have uploaded the VOD, I'm sorry. We could have looked it over before we started.
So what?
I don't know what she's going on about.
I don't know either. I've lost the plot. I'm just quietly moderating multiple chats at the same time.
Wanna know?
Oh, never mind. I guess they're gonna say something. Or we're gonna read, I guess.
Oh, that. It's fine.
Something at the farm?
All the time. All fair? Yeah.
Fair enough then. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do exactly what I was thinking I was gonna do, which was gonna go find a shop, but I'm not entirely sure what to look for. So, I do believe I was gonna go ask a guard about that.
The blood will come and I will have my engines.
Fuck it. I'm following Argento's
What?
lead and I'm going with him to look for a shop.
Wait!
I'm not even gonna ask what was said. I'm just gonna move on.
Oh,
Oh,
what did Carla do?
It's on one of the farms.
Damn it.
yeah. Okay.
Anyways, just,
Yep.
so you're going in.
Argento and Mal are going on a shop hunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess which way you going to trying to find the shops? You going down the road you came in? You going around the corner? Where you going?
I
He
would have
asked
been
him.
smart.
To
You
the
could-
guard first to ask them.
That's what I was gonna say.
It is what you said. It's just nobody heard you because of all the other
Oh.
shenanigans.
Look, my speck of dust floating around my head didn't catch it. I'm sorry. Dust
Don't
isn't very
worry.
good at catching things, okay?
Don't worry. This is why we have all a communal extra brain cell to share with each other.
That's good, because the speck of dust, the only thing it's good for is getting stuck on shit. It ain't good on anything else.
So yes,
Very good at this.
going to walk up to one of the guards that's pretty much just guarding the port here and just ask, "Hey, any idea where a local shop is? Weapons, armor?"
Pauses, even though he really wasn't doing much other than sort of watching, to stare at you guys and goes, head down the road you came in. Should be one down that way. There's also a few out on the other side over there. Head to the southwest there and head down the main strip on the other side.
Yuffie pipes up at the mention of weaponry. Oh, Alice, are you going to get more ammo?
Something a little different this time.
I'll go with you.
Yes,
My head's
you
above the water.
you were
Yes,
running from the guards. Now you've just revealed your location in the water.
They know where I'm
Um,
at.
I mean, I guess
as
you're
one of the
wrong.
guards looks down in the water at Yuffie, just piping up to the conversation, goes, "I know what the fuck you're doing in the water, but you do you, I guess. Just don't come back up here again. That's all I ask."
They thought
Well, it's-
they thought I
Just
was
give
going
him
on
a
the
sh-
boat.
just,
That's
just
why. I
give the
played.
guard a shrug and say, fish lady.
Just gonna swim to the river's edge.
Yeah, they don't care much about the swimming. They're still probably just kind of blankly staring after she ran down the fucking dock in the first place.
Cannonball!
Swimming in a river ain't a crime. Yeah, honestly.
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna complain. Like, it's the joke of she ran past what they were keeping as a contained area to jump in the river. So they thought they were gonna have to deal with her, and then she's just off swimming. At which point they're just like, "Okay, then, fuck."
Well, she doesn't need a boat. What do they have to worry about? She doesn't need a boat. She is the boat.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
like,
before
they
we
didn't
even
think that
criminal
she was-
warrant.
Yeah. Either way, let's
Alright,
fucking get a leg on.
Yeah. Let's get going.
But which road do we want to take? So we got two that we can take. Like, guess the main one first.
I guess this place is any, honestly.
So if I understood the directions as much as my pea brain will let me, we are essentially going back the same way we came and looking for a shop somewhere around this road here.
Which, as you're looking around, you see several large guilds, and a nice, lovely shop there. But there's also this odd shop, sitting there. It's a building, but seems like it's shoved in awkwardly in the middle of between a couple of the buildings. It doesn't even look like it belongs there, as if it, isn't even technically on the map at the moment. But it's a shop. It even has, a lovely sign. It's actually not too bad at all. It's decorated, and it says, Bargain Bob's, Bargain Emporium.
But it was benign.
Well, I technically got this thing from him, so I guess he'd be the one to ask. There we go again.
He's around at the moment.
No, Cookie is not awake. There is no chance Cookie would be awake right now, or at least not yet.
Took off. You guys are going into the shop then.
Guessing it's this one here.
Well, he
It's
said it
not
wasn't
actually-
on the map.
It's actually
Wasn't
not
on the
visible on the map. It's literally in between a couple of the buildings, awkwardly placed. No, it's not in the middle of a flower bed. It'd probably be like, I imagine it's over here, just kind of in between these two.
Oh god. There we go again. Is there a
Yeah.
giant pile of bird shit out the front this time?
I mean, no, it's just it looks like a lovely, awkwardly placed building. Like, even the grass almost seems like it's been pushed out of the way awkwardly, as if it wasn't there to begin with. But it still looks like it's a fairly sturdy and intact building.
I wouldn't be surprised. Alright. Well, time to head on in.
Yeah, here we go.
Just to kill Goofy
As you
chimes in.
Enter into the building. See, several shelves, well stocked with various things. Some of them looking kind of weird. Some of them even seem to be bottles of varying waters and whatnot. Huh. Seems a bit familiar, maybe. And towards the back, you can see almost straight ahead is a familiar face you guys had seen before. But just as you were walking in, before you quite, start making your way any further, you hear a loud "Firecracker!" from a huge fucking bird standing next to you at the entrance.
Ugh.
It's bigger than you are, and it's nice and colorful and just very large.
Oh, you found what left the,
Do I get startled?
I mean, I guess you could roll for it to see if you perceived it before you walked in.
What is it, wisdom? Wisdom saving throw.
The wisdom save if we get
Yeah,
scared or not, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit.
No wisdom.
Damn, Yuffie's fucking
Woohoo!
chill.
And I
Holy
got a
shit.
fucking 0 in that
Mouse is bad. As Mouse about literally shits himself.
It's about as bad as when I saw my own reflection in the mirror that one time. Except now it really is something ugly looking at me in the face, just saying, "Finally, what a cracker!"
We'll say Argento
enough.
gets mildly shocked by the large bird. Not quite as
Yuffie's,
bad as Mouse over there.
Yuffie's used to seeing weird shit pop out in front of her. Let's go.
Holy shit, Bob! Where the fuck did you get this thing?
We'll have to try to get this voice right.
Considering Cookie's not here, yeah.
Indeed.
It's like a weird grandma witch cackle voice kind of thing.
That's fine. I know there's a way to get myself into the voice too, and I'm trying to remember how it was because I forgot.
It's
Wait, is it-
it's like a mix of Herbert the pervert and a witch. It's the best way I can describe it.
Fire Genasi, there we go. There we go.
Yeah,
I got
there
the
it
voice. I just had to do the Fire Genasi bathwater line. Hello there. Welcome to Bargain Bob's Bargain Emporium. What can I do for you? Don't mind Polly there. Just my big old trusty bird. Don't overtake.
Oh, no.
Don't take too much, though. We don't want you overdosing. Just-
Let's see. I was wondering if you have more of those health potions?
you're looking more of those health potions. Of course we got some. They're on the shelf right over there on the left.
Yuffie looks over to the left, sees the health potions, but also notices the weirdly colored water. What's
I don't
that
think
one?
you were in here the last time, were you?
No, I've noticed them before. I was gonna buy one because I wasn't sure what it was, but just got ammo and health potions instead. Oh yeah, that's right. Last time I saw you, you were selling some weird water. What was it again?
Oh, we got some fire genasi bath water. We even got some other kinds today. We got some, half orc bath water this time. And even a weird, bunny girl bath water. I don't think they're supposed to be a bunny, but they got the bath water from them, so hey.
Are they used for any medical purposes?
What? Wrong bunny, Carla.
Your own buddy in this context.
Wrong bunny, different bunny.
Well, you see, I hear they got all sorts of wonderful uses. You just gotta try experimenting with them a bit. A little bit of alchemy skills, I'm sure you can put them to use.
Yuffie looks over to Malice and Argento. Do you think Sylvic could use this for one of his artilleries?
As she's talking, Mal's gonna put a hand over her mouth and say, "Not a word of this to them.
But-
No.
But
No.
but
No. No.
wouldn't it be
No."
I mean, he
Anyways,
could use...
Bob, I'm kind of curious. This is a weird crossbow that you sold me the last time. Do you have any idea what kind of ammo this thing was actually meant to use?
Oh, that old thing. You see, I had it for quite a while. I used to carry around some ammo for it, but someone bought it up for some weird reason. I ain't quite sure what to do with it. But I might be able to sell you some pieces. We got some lovely shafts here, some heads, some great components to put together. This stuff's extra tough, too, a little too heavy for your average crossbow, so I haven't been able to sell it for quite a while. But I thought it might come in handy for someone, if someone, ever thought they wanted to use something tough and strong to shoot them.
Why does he sound so southern now? I know, like, it's kind of weird too.
He's
It's
trying
like he
okay.
suddenly developed a southern accent.
Are you okay? Do you have a cold? Bob?
I'm fine, don't worry about it. I got a little bit chilly on the trip over, but it's fine, don't worry.
Fuck, I also just realized I don't even have anywhere near enough money to buy the thing I actually wanted.
How much do you need? I was just gonna get the potions, but if you need the ammo more, Malice, I can help you out.
Something else I needed, but I know that's outside the price range of what we got, I think. Hey, do you happen to have any half-plate armor?
He looks around the shop and goes around, quickly walks around real fast and goes over to this box that's just awkwardly placed. Always looks like it was randomly put together, like it wasn't even, originally together properly. And just pops off the lid without even using the hinges. The hinges all just come off. And starts throwing out a few pieces of armor, looks like some clothes. He's like, here we are, I got a half plate right here. They made something extra special. It ain't quite metal this time, but it seems like somebody might have killed something nice to put together. Sort of smacks another piece of metal off of it, and it doesn't even scratch it. And go, see, it's tough as steel anyway, so it'll do the job.
Nice. But, how much? Looks at my wallet tentatively, knowing it's well above my fucking price range.
Hold on, let me get a fucking thing to figure out the price real quick. I don't have these things to remember very well.
The base value of half plate armor is 750 gold.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mal about to lose a fucking arm and a leg for this one.
The liver.
Hey, we'll just take a liver. That's fine, man. Maybe a kidney. I could do with a kidney.
I can find you a kidney.
Okay, like actual Syrian. He go over it. He contemplates and goes. Unfortunately, because it's made something special, I'm gonna have to ask about 800 for it. But I might be willing if you buy some other stuff to bring it down a little bit.
What about for those components for the bolts?
You see, these ain't too much. I'd imagine just a few gold for all of it. Because it ain't even
The best you can
assembled.
do is
I
20
ain't took any
bones?
time to assemble it.
Yeah, not a stranger to that either. Anyway, so works for me.
I take my hand off of I take Malice's hand off of my mouth and I whisper to him, "Why don't you give him your bath water?
What do you? What?
Give
Wait,
him
wait a
your
minute.
bath water."
Hey, wait
Seems
a
like a
minute.
collector.
Hey Bob, actually I have an idea on something I could maybe trade for you, and I'm going to pull out the cheese-scented oils.
Because he
Oh.
almost moves over instantly to you to look at it and go, "What do you got here? This looks a bit old. I ain't seen anything like this in quite a while."
Oh, it may or may not be old, all right, but it is very, very tasty smelling.
Tasty smelling, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Take
Just
a
gonna
look.
like pop the lid off a little bit and just like let them have a little bit of a whiff, waft the air a bit there.
Ah, smells a bit like cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't too bad. I'm surprised you were willing to offer something like this. I imagine you'd be able to make quite a bit of use out of that. For so
Oh, I
good
can
smelling
imagine.
like that.
No, I can imagine, Bob, but I'd be willing to offer it up as part of the trade and everything. But I also want to see what the others here have in mind for what they want to get. Then we can talk price.
Yuffie digs around in her bag and pulls out the ocean-scented oil. I have this if you're willing to give me a lot of health potions. She takes the lid off and wafts it over to him.
He wrinkles his nose a little bit awkwardly. Yeah, like the ocean if it don't count for the cheese smell at the same time.
Don't imagine those two mixed too well, yeah.
Oh, it smells perfectly fine to me.
Hey, sure you want to give something like this up? It seems like it kind of fits you a bit. It's like it go with you quite well.
Well, I would hate to get rid of it, because it smells like home, but I'd rather have something more useful that'll help my party out.
As she says that, Mal's just gonna like lean into her and whispers like, "Hey, I may need to take a small loan for this next one."
Sure.
Thanks, appreciate it. Don't worry, I'll pay you back.
Don't worry about it. What do you say, Bob?
A small loan of 1,000,000 gold.
I don't have that much.
Nah, even better. Small loan of 1,000,000 copper pieces. Don't ask what I'm doing with them.
It's good.
Last time I heard someone do a bunch of copper pieces like that, they dumped it in someone's yard and told them to count it. They're paying back a loan that time.
At least you
Wait,
got
I'm
paid
whispering
back,
this
right?
over to you. You can hear me? Just look at him like, ah, fuck. Oh, well,
Grins
at least
at
it works
you.
out.
And you hear the fucking parrot in the background go, "1,000,000 gold! 1,000,000 gold!"
Uh-oh.
Oh,
God fucking damn it. Uh,
Double checking other.
Yuffie closes the lid on her oil and waves it a little bit. So, do we have a deal?
How much gold are you offering to begin with? I got quite a bit of stock to sell here, as you can see.
How many health potions do you have?
About 20 sitting there this time.
20. It was so much gold. Out of character, it was so much fucking gold last time. How about we do 10 of those for the oil? 'Cause this is pretty rare stuff.
I mean, it looks a
Say it's
bit
about
ancient
even.
after all.
you'd be hard pressed to find more of this stuff sitting around anywhere, really. But we're
Very
willing to
rare
offer
to
it up
find
for
more.
trade.
Could be one of its kind.
You can take the health potions, but I wouldn't mind trading mine just for the components there and a bit of a discount on that armor.
Okay. Apologies for interrupting. I just noticed something. I was looking at the loot sheet, and I'm looking at the wealth for the next split, and one of the apparently I've got 170 gold pieces, 1 copper piece, and $1 bill. One of these things is not like the other.
Wait, hold on, what?
What?
The loot sheet. I'm looking at the total wealth for the next split.
This be my $1,000,000.
Wait, $1 bill?
This be the
$1
$1,000,000.
bill in there? Who the fuck?
Oh no!
Nick? Aren't you the only one that can edit this thing?
Yes.
I am!
How the fuck did you manage to get $1 bill? Wrong universe.
Wrong universe. It's ancient money.
This be me ancient dollar.
Fuck my friends
It
on
was
the chair.
actually.
Oh, man.
I think that was part of last round. I think I remember that actually happening.
Me $1,000,000, so ancient, so foreign, it's completely from another world. Yours for the low, low price of 1,000,000 gold.
Okay, back to your shopping. I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh, it's so fucking good. Alright.
Let's see.
Go ahead and proceed.
I should have seen
Bathwater
bathwater.
NFT. Oh no. Just imagine. Hey, look! I'll give you this fancy code here. It says you're the rightful owners for this fire genasi bathwater stuff that exists in some other place. It's all yours. You get to claim it as yours, even though you can't ever touch it because it don't actually physically exist anymore. We destroyed the original.
Gonna have an existential crisis by the end of this.
You aren't already having.
Even more. Bargain Bob's gonna be my sleep paralysis demon. Also, I hope food for me was included in that potentially.
Question.
You
is
guys-
it
you guys sure?
benign or
Hey.
hard?
It's Benign Bob, but the shop is named Bargain Bob's Bargain Emporium.
Yep.
So we refer to him as Bargain Bob or Benign?
We just call him Bob, to be honest.
You could call him Polly, but that's my parrot.
Yeah, about your Barrett. Just gonna like pull out the comically large feather that fell off. Yeah, so saw you overhead. Kind of curious though, by the way. Don't imagine your bird cleans up after itself? Feel bad for the shop owner back in the last town.
My bird don't know how to clean up after itself. Your bird. What you talking about?
Fair.
Well, I
Actually,
will
where did
say, Ollie has some good aim too. Gotta watch out sometimes.
Yeah, I think that explains it. Saw what happened in front of the weapon shop at Nightshade. Just right out the front door. It's impressive, actually.
You didn't catch the reference that was just made there?
No, honestly.
Remember, Hearst got covered in shit when.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I actually forgot. That was nasty. Thank God. Thank God Sylvic knows prestidigitation. Fade to black. Wrist nasty. Okay, so before like Zai comes back, so we're trading in the ocean and the cheese scented oils for an armor. What is it? This weird created. Uh, wow, my brain is like having a stroke today. Holy shit! This weird half plate armor, a set of components for creating tougher, larger bolts, and 10 health potions. What were you looking for, Argento?
Oh, am I allowed to talk now, actually?
You always were! What do you mean?
You nerd?
You do not need to hold
Eric,
the
you
talking
can
stick.
always
You
talk.
can speak.
I kid. Bob, do you happen to have any? What do you have as on a selection for like light or medium armor?
I mean, the one that I'm getting is a set of medium armor. Did you have a particular kind in mind?
Not really, honestly. I was just looking for something a little bit more tough than what I'm currently wearing.
What's your current armor?
I wouldn't exactly know because my armor class is literally 15.
Are you wearing like padded or leather armor?
I think leather, maybe. I'm not too sure, to be honest.
You're fine.
I can't remember how much the potions. Oh, I know what I did.
16. Okay, I'm wearing leather armor.
I didn't open my
Yeah, that
document.
would make sense.
It'd be smart to have that open. That's my information. Supports you guys with.
Well, ironically enough, if he still has it, I think Bargain Bob actually did have a pair of studded leather armor or leather armor that made you faster. At least back in the back in Nightshade, he did. Does he still have that? Maybe.
Let me have a look. And he digs through a bit. You see him toss out a pair of panties in the middle of it. A couple more chunks of armor.
What?
Random full plate armor that come out as you realize that the box somehow wouldn't fit this full plate armor, but he just keeps holding that anyways. And he pulls out, some other various pieces of armor of varying degrees and goes, I'm afraid I don't have that particular piece of armor no more. Seems I sold it not too long ago. I got this lovely studded armor here. Nice and sparkly. I hear it helps with stealth. Not sure how, though.
It's gonna look over at Argento and Shrove and say, that works. Up to you.
And And how much would this piece of studded armor be?
Remember being sorry.
Studded leather usually runs about would probably have to say about charge you about 50 gold, if you would please.
And you don't happen to have any other pieces of armor that might be, I don't know, of the like
That's sparkly.
medium?
I mean,
I'm just looking for. I'm just making a choice.
you're talking other variations of medium armor. I got this lovely chain shirt here. As he pulls out one that almost looks like it's made of gold from the coloration of it. It even jingles, despite the fact that he pulled it out quietly before.
We're just seeing what else we're getting right now, Zai.
Okay. Should I get armor? Because I don't wear any.
Would you like to not get hit? It's your choice.
I mean, I'll take my chances.
I mean, I got good reason for getting this armor, that's for damn sure. I am planning accordingly.
And I wouldn't particularly know whether or not it's the chain armor is special in any way, right?
need to
You
give-
have no ideas. On any of it, you don't have any idea about any of the armor that he's providing. He's not
don't-
telling you, you have no understanding of it, other than the basic appearance and description he's, giving.
The thing is, I wouldn't think that something that looks gold would particularly be something stealthy.
It does seem rather ironic that for very stealthy armor, these are the most like flashy, gaudy things I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're a bit bright, to say the least.
Hey, you're looking for bright. As he, reaches into the box he thought was empty and pulls out what appears to be a literal glowing piece of hide armor.
Ooh.
Did you put squid ink on that?
What kind of squid? You know what? No. Where you're from, I can't even ask.
I mean,
Also, medium armor is a bit of a mixed bag because it has a limit on how much dex modifies your AC. So you might wind up being worse if you take a low grade armor. Because your dex modifier is +5, right?
my dex mod is +8.
What?
Yes.
What? No, that's not. How? No,
Mine's
like
7.
your actual on your character sheet. There's no way.
Yeah, no,
it's not your save. It's your
the
actual
save.
stat.
Okay, where's the
Sorry,
stat?
your
Where's the modifier? +5, yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to panic there, like what?
Sorry, mixed up
Argento's
on
a
my
god.
end.
Sorry, I literally just had like the aneurysm meme like play in my head for a minute there, and I heard you say +8.
Argento's the Reaper of Death, don't you know?
Yep.
Yeah. So the whole shtick with medium armor and heavy armor. Medium armor only gains +2 to AC from that. Light armor lets you have however much your AC is from your dex. So in this case, studded leather armor, it would be 17 AC max for you. Medium armor, anything less up until half plate, but if you wear half plate, disadvantage on stealth. And it's pretty fucking heavy. So maybe that really extra flashy studded armor might actually be a good thing after all, if it actually does what it says it does. Or, what Bob says it does. You get the idea. Your choice. But the glowing hide armor, that's pretty neat. Not very good, but like pretty neat.
And I take it this that is the only light piece you have.
It's like the best that you could probably get,
Does he,
unless he has like something else.
he looks through a few of the other things he threw down.
Doom processing loot.
Actually, don't deal with so
Oh.
I'm sorry.
He got a subby.
He got a subby.
As he, pulls out what looks like simple leather armor, sets it to the side, pulls out another piece of simple leather armor, then pulls out a t-shirt and sets it to the side as well. And goes, I think that's about all I got there. Ain't no more studded leather armor around.
Wait, how's the t-shirt armor?
Oh my god, how is the t-shirt?
what even is a t-shirt?
He picks it up, flops it in the air. That look a bit flappy, but I don't know. Picked it up in a random trade somewhere, and they don't quite know where it came from. They don't know what it's for. Looks nice, though. Seems a bit more durable than, those shirts you come across these days, so I don't know.
I look over at Argento. Argento? That would look great on you.
Oh no.
I hear
Is there
it even
any-
changes sizes. You can fit it on just about anyone. That's probably the neatest thing about it.
Interesting. Yeah, I was about to say, what's on the
What is
shirt?
on
I'm assuming it's a black cat holding bacon and a crossbow.
Actually, Spartas was going to say that as you take a closer look at the shirt, you realize there's a large number of these weird, almost cartoonish faces all over it.
Oh no.
I like
Oh.
bricks and bits.
I'm
Oh no, I
confused.
think I know what it is. Oh no. Is it black and white with girls?
What?
Yep. Yep, I know exactly what it is.
Oh, no.
Of course you would pick that design, dude.
Gonna share at the class eye.
Uh-huh. Look upwards and stick your tongue out and you'll get it.
Oh, you motherfucker. So, Carla, look straight up and stick your tongue out. I think you understand.
Where's the bonk? Where?
Only because
no,
I'm
this is-
semi-curious. How much is the shirt regardless?
Oh, God.
This odd piece of like, how you say, floppy looking armor.
I hate that I knew right away. I hate it here.
Hey, I knew it as well.
I'm going back to ignoring reality now.
Oh.
I have to wait until Doom comes back from orbit.
Alright, let's see. Go to my browser tab real quick. SSS Doom. There he is. Let's see. Do I have enough for this?
Wait.
I'm just gonna type that in the chat real quick. How close am I? Oh, I'm only 7 away. How lovely. We'll just wait a little bit.
You up? You.
Oh, don't you worry.
Since it seems you're thirsty, Doom.
I just drank water a moment ago.
Yeah, you gotta. How much is it? Pretty much. I'm wondering. Just curious, to be honest.
For the questionable shirt, it is all about. Cost you 5 gold for this.
I'd say add it into the pile.
5 gold? That's not bad.
Oh, hey, perfect. I just got a drop of 12. Here you go, Doom, just for you.
Wait.
I feel like this could have a use at some point.
Moving on.
You're just doing this man dirty like that.
I
can't.
guess.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on.
DMABs.
I suppose I'll take the studded, weirdly brighter, whatever shining.
Wait, which one you
Armor.
taking? The sparkly studded armor?
Yeah, the sparkly studded and the weird shirt, because it might come in use at some point.
I actually kind of like the shirt. It's quite charming.
You're trying to kill me,
How much was the
aren't you?
studded? Like 50 or something like that? So it'd be 55 total on my end.
And at this point, I'm probably gonna have to pool money alongside Yuffie to pay for the other stuff. I got like half, but not the rest.
So we're putting in the oils. I'm giving money to Malice.
Yeah, so got, what is it? Yeah, we're giving both of the oils as part of the trade, although we don't really know how much we'll actually get for, what was it? No, yours is covering for the potions, mine is for the components for my stuff, plus reducing the cost of the armor, which still need to know how much that would then be afterwards.
Or the potions is the question here.
A good question.
They are normally about 50, but if I'm correctly, he was selling them for like 25 as a bargain. And you wanted
What, the
10 of
health
them, which
potions?
makes it be. At least if I'm looking this up correctly. I think. I could be wrong on what we had it originally priced, but looking things up and double checking prices and that, so I'd say the potions probably would cost about 250 since you're throwing in the fucking oils. I think I'll offer you 100 total for 2 oils. Being by 150 there, since you're buying extra stuff, it's gonna be 800 for the armor, the half plate, as well as the components. Meanwhile, you guys need about 950.
That 950, including the potions or not including? I'm sorry, including the oils or not including the oils?
That's after the oils have already been calculated into the equation.
950. Well, I have 428. How much do you have, Yuffie?
I have 452.
He looks over the amounts you guys have and goes, I'll
Well,
take
that's
I'll take what you got there. It's not quite. I just ask you to come back and shop again next time you see me. Maybe pick up some bath water next time.
Or if we get other essential oils, we can trade for that.
You see Miles' face just kind of like scrunch up a little bit hearing him talk about the bathwater again.
Why? Malice, they'll be useful.
His face scrunches up even more. He's starting to look like a prune now.
Yeah, fire's fancy bathwater. I'm sure it'll do some great stuff put into a potion.
Exactly. Malice, you're making an ugly face.
Actually, one more thing that just came to mind, Bob. You have anything along the lines of a short bow? Or any short bows?
Some short bows. As he heads over to a rack that looks really weird when you look at it. It's holding different weapons, but yet you can't quite tell where the actual rack is at. All the weapons are just on the front of it. As he begins, pulling off a couple here and there. And he finds, shortly after digging into it a little bit, pulls off 3 different short bows in question. One seems to be made of metal entirely. Another one just looks pretty average, yet it has some neat little decorations on it. And the last one, it's just gold for some reason. Even the string is gold. But it still seems to be flexible.
What is it
That
with
makes
you and
no
finding
sense.
things that... What? Okay, could you kindly tell me again, or repeat that if you could, please?
Hey, see, I got this lovely bow here. As he motions to one that's, looks like it's made of solid metal with a decent string attached to it. Although, when you look closer at the string, you realize it seems to be possibly made entirely of metal as well. Got this one here, as he pulls out the one and showcases it again, that has some decorations on it. It has some etchings into the bow, like the wood of the bow. It also has some gems placed on it. Just looks basically like somebody decorated a bow. And then he, pulls out the last one and goes, "Hey, shiny one here." And it's a completely gold bow, like gold short bow. Even the string appears to be gold, but yet it still seems to be, a bow, in spite of its unusual traits.
And how much would it be for the first one and the last one you showed me?
The first one I could probably part with it for about, I'd say, 30 gold. Last one, probably 20 gold. A little too gaudy. Nobody wants to buy it these days. A lot of hunters say that they wouldn't be able to hunt it with it.
And the second bow, if just thinking here.
Second bow would just be 25.
Alright, then I'll probably just take the first one.
You can take the battle bow. There
Yes,
you go.
noble one.
That'll be 30 gold, please.
So in total about 85, if I'm correctly counting.
That came through. Yep.
Alright, yeah, it came through.
As he, accepts the gold and then hands Argento one. It just gives him a bottle that you don't quite know where it came from because it was nowhere near the shelf that has the questionable waters. Hands Argento. Here, since you guys have been spending so much, I'll give you a bottle of this, bath water right here. Seems to be from some weird bunny. I'm sure you can find a use for it.
Hmm.
No, not Shadow.
I mean, yes, I'm not entirely sure, but sure.
He
Guess I'll
gave
take
it to you for free.
Yeah, it's free. I'll put it in the bag.
I'm sure after y'all try that, I'm sure you'll be back for even more.
I sincerely doubt it, but sure.
Just grins, smiles at you.
I think that's it from me then.
I'll stumble at once to say something.
Sorry, I just had to be mute for a sec.
Nah,
Yeah, there we go. I've recounted my money.
I forgot I set that sound.
I'll just hand him the 85 gold and be on my way then.
Okay. And here comes Tommy. I mean, looks like we might get a nuke dropped on them at some point. Although I still need to prepare. So we get next section going for them. This is such a damage. You got enough if you assembled them all for about 100. Although it's going to take you a while to assemble all of them.
That's nice, at least. And what should I even call the armor at this point?
Good question.
I mean, a short way of putting it, you could call it chitin armor. But
Just
since you
gonna-
don't know anything else about it, it's just what you have to work with.
I'll just label it as chitin half plate, and I'll have to put down its weight too. Mal's about to break his back wearing more armor again. Whee!
Yuffie just hands over her gold and puts the health potions in her pocket. Her backpack.
Out of character, Mal really needs to work on his strength. I can barely carry shit.
She's
Everything's
slightly
so
upset
scary.
that she had to get rid of her oil.
Arlo, why did you add us with the Womp Womp lady?
Oh my god, Carla, what are you doing?
guess you guys are done in the store and heading out the door.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just gonna put my stuff away and basically just head out the door.
Yep, pretty much. Gave the oil, gave all my gold. Pretty much said hi and bye and say, yep, thanks, Bob. Make sure to drop by next time with something more, at least. I hope.
Doing business. As you start to head out the door, the noisy parrot goes, "Thank you, come again."
Walks with Malice and Argento.
As you get spooked by the bird again.
At least not as bad this time.
Hey, at least this time you don't need to, clean your pants afterwards.
You know that one fury reflex where someone strikes a ninja pose? Just think of that as what Mal did the first time, and this time it's just just like a little jump.
Alright.
Ow, my back!
At this point, I'll just make my way back to the others at this point.
Just making sure I have everything written down.
I have my stuff written down, it's just that I probably want to get it checked real quick if it's anything to it, honestly.
Hey, Mouse.
Yeah?
I need you to roll perception.
Okay.
As you're walking down the street, going about your business, you bump into a kid, but you don't think anything of it, unfortunately.
Oh no.
As you turn back, the kid has disappeared. But you failed to perceive anything happened other than getting bumped into.
And I take it me and Argento don't notice it, huh? Because we're walking ahead.
Yep. Yeah, no, you didn't notice because he's taking his time and didn't. And the kid, didn't do anything shady in front of you guys. You didn't even notice the kid.
I mean, I'm basically carrying stuff in front of me that's really heavy, so I just didn't notice at that point. Just must have bumped into something.
Oh,
Just
he
keep
stole
going.
something. Oh no, he definitely stole something.
Yeah, I think Mouse is now out of money.
I was already out of money. What do you mean?
He could have stole something very important.
What, 9 copper or 9 silver? Better not have stolen my playing card set or I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, that chuckle. That chuckle.
My playing cards, man. Oh, great. Oh, great. It's one of those. Oh. Actually, wait a minute. Does my stuff give me... No, that's for different checks. Okay. The whole rune thing that I can put on my weapons actually does give some bonuses for stuff, but I do not have one that gives me anything for perception. Some other stuff, but not perception.
You wouldn't have noticed the bump because it was following behind. Mouse was following behind you guys. So actually, no, wait, that's right. You were, it would happen in the middle of the street before they got there, and it's busy enough you still wouldn't really see yet before they got there.
Yeah, no, literally, it was just picking up the rear right behind Yuffie. I'm literally lugging a piece of medium armor and a bunch of bolt components just in front of me because they're way too heavy for me. What? Steal his coins.
As you attempt to steal his coins, you don't even find a coin pouch.
Well, I wouldn't have noticed it. I guess maybe the most I would have noticed is a light breeze. No, see, you steal my coin pouch and all you see is 9 copper and 9 silver.
Like I said, there's no coin pouch.
Yeah, it's basically empty. Yeah, I'm just carrying my spare change like in my pockets. Joke's on you, kid. I'm already poor.
Before being fireball.
No, fuck that. That would suck.
That'd be too dangerous for Mouse. I'm pretty sure he'd blow himself up doing something like that.
Also, Doom, you can
Yeah, I
message Yubei privately on what the kid stole, if you so want to.
I mean, if I need to know if something was stolen, then yeah, that probably would help. Although Mal wouldn't know.
Mal would know, but the character.
I would
out of
figure out
character.
after he got back, kind of thing.
Which is
Basically, for the shorthand way of putting it, I'm not kidding. He actually did swipe the coin pouch, but also, something else as well.
well, I'm going to assume the 9 copper and silver are gone now.
Yep.
That's fine. 0 and 0. Mal is officially poor again. Wee.
I mean, you still have the knight at the end. You haven't negotiated getting on board yet. The guards plan to put in a word for you. We still haven't negotiated that aspect yet.
Yeah. So we actually have to talk to the captain. Or whoever
Right.
it is.
So we get back to the cart, and Malice puts his haul onto the cart.
Pretty much just the heavy bolt components for now, and I'll switch into this. Actually, yeah, no, and then I'll just call for Sylvic and say, hey, I got this weird armor. A bunch of us got some other things too. We need to have them identified.
Come get me out of them.
You gotta get him out of the inn. He's resting in there.
Oh, he's in the inn. Oh, I thought he was in the cart. Never mind.
No, the only ones in the cart right now are Hurst and Claire.
Gotcha.
Would we
Okay,
know
then.
where he is?
I mean, you watched him go into the inn.
Yeah, we were all together.
I
Fair
mean,
enough.
if he left
And
the
I'm
inn,
going-
then yeah, you'd have no idea where he went.
Then I guess I'm gonna head towards the inn, because that's the last place I seen him.
But I somehow feel like you guys have chosen to go towards the carpenter. Or no, that's not carpenter. That's the fucking blacksmith instead of where the inn is.
Oh.
I'm just going where
Oh,
Civic
well.
is.
Sorry. I mean, I probably might stop at the blacksmith at some point. But, you know.
Says as I pull out the smith's tools and start already working on the bolts, just to pass the time. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, essentially I just would have dropped the stuff into the cart for the second. Hopped on into the back, see Claire, see Hurst, and be like, oh, hey, you two. And just say, well, ran into the shopkeep again and got some components for things, so don't mind me. I'll be working here for the time until we hear what's going on with the captain. And just... Mal starts working away on a bunch of crossbow bolts.
Yes. Argento, you'll probably find me having a meal or something.
Speaking of... Sounds like Darker's having a meal.
Okay, now though, let us go. I guess Argento will just literally walk up to Civic once he sees him inside the inn and ask him to check over the pieces of.
To walk up to the fucking table, just plop down the armor and the bow
Yep.
there and the t-shirt.
Yep. You mind clicking a look at this stuff for me?
I just kind of look at the armor, look at the bow, give the t-shirt a weird look as I eat part of my meal, set the fork down on the plate and push it aside. For me tonight. And I will do a ritual identify.
You identify the sparkly studded armor as giving a +1 bonus to stealth, meaning by a stealth roll give an extra +1. Otherwise, it's basically studded armor.
This thing is a freaking paradox. Here you go.
The bow, as before, a metal short bow. It basically has the range of a long bow, but otherwise is still a short bow.
The longer range short bow.
Yes.
This thing's another freaking paradox.
I was gonna say, how big of a change? That's actually a really big change for a short bow to a long bow, actually.
I'm gonna look at the t-shirt. So, did you bring this to me to burn it? Or something?
Oh, Magenta, did you bring it? Just. Although the reality, you probably wanted to identify it, but still.
Yeah, I'll run an identify on it.
As you identify the weird, unusual shirt, you come to realize that even though it seemed to be really flexible, and seems to be just a really weird-ass looking shirt, it at least has the armor rating to match on its own, say, basic leather armor. It also seems to come with a passive, disgust, which means it might help in stealth, or it might not. Or rather, I guess the more appropriate response is once per, it basically allows you to attempt stealth in front of an enemy, but you have to roll a d20 and get a 20 to successfully stealth roll in front of an enemy.
Oddly specific, but okay.
So it gives advantage on stealth rolls in front of an enemy? Is that what
No,
I hear?
no.
No, you can't do a stealth roll in front of an enemy normally. So what the shirt does is it gives you the ability to attempt it by rolling a d20. And if you roll a 20, you can do a stealth roll in front of an enemy.
Huh.
Do you succeed that stealth roll automatically, or is it just you do it and then you attempt?
Then you would do the regular stealth roll.
Okay.
Which means by if your roll's too low and their perception's high enough, then they would still...
95% chance to waste standard action, yeah.
Yeah, practically. You have a 5% chance to basically have then the chance to roll stealth. But this is Argento we're talking about.
Well, the bonus
Also-
is you can wear it with armor.
Please tell me it doesn't stack the AC at that point.
It does not stack the AC. It's still...
Okay.
Basically, your AC is whatever your main armor is. It just acts as, if you
I
weren't
see.
wearing anything but it, it would still act as basic leather armor.
Okay, so at that point that would be 11 plus dex, by the way. No penalties. So a shirt with technical armor capability and a d20 roll a 20 chance to then allow you to make stealth in front of someone. Yeah, this is literally just XCOM at this point. Like, what the fuck is this? Just get a smoke grenade, you'd have better luck.
I just use my fog cloud and then that's it.
I'm gonna
Fog cloud just turned into mist.
I'm gonna tell you the results of the identify and hand you your stuff back, Argento.
You have a very weird item now, Argento. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
2 very weird items. No,
What do you mean
3. technically.
three technically.
Well, okay, 2 weird items and 1 actually really good one.
Wow.
Like a short bow with longbow range. That's nice. Argento is now not only the Grim Reaper of Death, but now you cannot escape him at all. He has range.
Discombobulate.
Yeah, I see 2 paradoxes and a what the fuck. So, yeah. Silvick's gonna go back to eating now.
This is the biggest shrug I could ever give.
You're not even in the inn though. You're out the cart.
I know. I'm working on bolts. I don't even know what I'm rolling. You know what? I'm gonna assume working on these things is gonna be strength because they're heavy as fuck. Good enough.
Actually, it's actually just a second here. Technically, it'd be Smith's Tools Dexterity.
Oh hey, that would mean I got a 22? Actually no, even better than that. What was it? What was the natural roll? 16... 23. I'm just chipping away at bolts.
You, if he just
Although
walks
I think
inside
it-
the inn and sits next to Argento.
So for the longbow, would I literally just make it a longbow and just name it short bow or metal short bow?
Name it
Damage
metal
stats are a
short
little
bow.
different. It's essentially just a metal short bow. You
Yeah, it's
just
a
have
metal
more
short bow
range.
with more range.
How would I add
I
that
would
to my
also
inventory?
note that there's a higher chance of breaking an arrow on a failed shot, but you know,
That's another story.
because it's a metal bow.
If you want to add that into D&D Beyond, you'll probably have to make a custom item for it.
Yes, but I'm asking what the base item would be.
Oh, just a short bow. You can modify the range on it as a custom item afterwards.
Alright then.
Yeah.
What's the range of a long?
150, 600 are the two ranges.
Yeah.
You said 150, 600?
Yeah.
Yeah, once I'm done eating, I'm gonna make my way over to the blacksmith.
My heels on. Hell! I've actually been staying hydrated over here.
Why?
Partly because I was cackling for so long. Bring another bottle up before that one runs out, so I don't have to do it later.
Oh,
I'm not seeing anything for me to change the range.
let's see. Did you go under collections and just create a new item?
Yeah, we may need to do a homebrew item.
Yeah, that's essentially what you do. It would be under create magic item, but you don't need to do anything magic to it. It's just a change of numbers. You can just hit like create from scratch and then go from there.
If you want, I could probably help you with
What
that
is
later.
this? Okay, whatever.
Hi, Sadra.
He's a sage.
He's
Big
a
adorable
sage.
nerd.
The short bow does the short bow doesn't have any bonuses aside to the range.
It has a penalty of being more likely to break ammo if you roll an @1.
Yeah, basically has a very high chance of breaking ammo on failed shots. But other than that, it's just the range bonus. Also, could joke and say it's not technically just in that one. Ah,
You know, there.
the joke could be made. Don't miss your shots. The one the D&D has realized it has been utterly silent this whole time on my end other than the talking. I am what is this? I am not included. What is this?
Hey, Sylvic.
Yeah.
Yeah, heading to the blacksmith after?
Yep.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
There we go, that's get better. Basically walking out of the inn, going across the street and going into the, building with the large chimney smoking at the moment. There's a bit much. Put that down a little bit. There we go.
Guess at this point I'm literally just making placeholders in my inventory.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing if I can make it on D&D Beyond for you.
Where it continues to burn holes in the side of the ship and the guards and the crew and the ship. And that one random box sitting there that seems to bounce a little bit on its own. Or maybe it's just because of staring too long that it seems to look like it's doing that. Weird. Just waiting for everyone sitting in silence. Of things to do them fair. But clearly a big distraction while they're doing this, and
I'm currently
say
just
that-
sitting in the inn next to Argento. I don't really have anything else to do besides wait, like Claire is, so.
Same here, honestly.
that's
And I
it.
can't
Claire.
even order food because I'm broke.
Hey, Claire, roll perception check. Oh. There we go. It says you're continuing to stare, you begin to notice a small little green guy up at the top of the mast, staring back, just sitting there on the edge, staring. Just watching you. staring at you from the mast. He's up at the crow's nest. He was just really far up, hence why I had you do a perception to see if you'd noticed. I'm waiting for Zig to finish things, so I figured he'd move his token over.
Yep, Zig has the floor.
Yep, sorry. Alright. There.
There we go. I've rolled.
I moved across the way.
So as you approach the blacksmith, you see the, doors open, heat is coming out from within the building. Hear banging and clanging that you probably should have heard before that, but awkwardly, you didn't notice any of it until you got close to the building. You hear him working away in there.
Well, I don't want to interrupt his work when he's in the middle of it. I'll wait for
Do
a
it.
good chance to. I'll make sure he's at least aware of my presence, but I'm not going to interrupt his work.
Well, I mean, are you standing outside the door or are you going in?
I'm gonna go step in.
Okay, so he does in fact notice you, but keeps working away, takes over and throws the metal into the first to get it heated back up again, and looks at you. He seems to be this big, gruff guy, big old beard that seems singed, as if it's on the regular singed, but still intact for the most part. Crosses his arms and goes over and goes, "Alright, what do you want?"
Just hoping to see if you might be able to identify something for me. It's a metal I wasn't able to figure out.
"Oh, you're bringing me a medal to identify.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
let's have it. Bring it out."
The two unknown ingots that I wasn't able to identify, I'll pull them out and set them out for him.
Perfectly, it was because they had no magic properties, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It says he, takes a closer look at him, pauses for a second, makes like a grunt sound, goes over, grabs a hammer, comes back over, taps on him a bit. At this point, he seems to be completely focused on at least one of them at a time, but he's officially now messing around with them. He even takes a second to lick one of them awkwardly as he's looking it over, trying to figure out.
Let him do his thing.
Let's see. Nothing. I think I'm double checking my notes to make sure whether or not I wrote down or not first.
God damn it.
Hey, I gotta make sure, because I don't remember if I did fully identify them myself, technically. I think I passed it because you couldn't identify them because of the lack of magic properties.
Roger, thank you very much for the follow.
as he fidgets about for a moment more, taking a couple notes, and you can hear the contemplation as he finally stands up and looks at Civic and actually jumps back for a second. All right, right, you're here. Sorry.
That's quite alright.
All right, so these ingots are surprising pure. Where'd you find these?
Found them when me and my crew were exploring a set of ruins off near Nightshade.
Found them in ruins?
Hmm.
Ah. Despite it being in ruins for who knows how long, they're really good condition.
That was my thought. A lot of things there seem to have been preserved rather well, as long as they weren't spoilables.
Right. So this one here, as he points at one of them and sort of, taps on it again, seems to be made, from what I can tell, of an alloy. Seems to be a mithril platinum alloy from the feel of it. Not quite sure how they did it. Not even sure what you'd use it for. It's not around here.
I might be able to do something with it.
And then he looks over at the other one and goes, "This one! I've heard of this one before." As he lifts it, noting, looks at it. As you can tell, it's quite heavy. It's a lot heavier than it probably should be. It ain't something we normally work with. But I've heard it's gotten this name discovered in the ruins a long time back. Seems to be tungsten, is what they called it.
Interesting. Oh, thank you. How much do I owe you?
As he shakes his head, puts his hand, "Nah, don't worry about it. Get a look at these types of things every once in a while. I can appreciate it. Just make sure you find a good use for them. Sorry, I can't do much for you with them. I don't work with these materials much."
It's quite alright. In the meantime, I do have some things that I do need made, or if you're willing to let me borrow a forge, I could make them myself as well.
Ah, you fancy yourself a blacksmith too, eh?
I do.
Wouldn't mind seeing you work, but if it's too hard, I can take care of it for you.
It's not too hard, just I don't have any kind of portable setup, so I haven't been able to do it myself.
Ah, those are hard to come by.
Indeed. May I?
As long as you don't get in my way, you're free to use the forge.
I appreciate it. With his permission, I'm going to take a couple of the iron ingots I've got and make some new some new ammunition for Yuffie's needler. Based off of the schematics I made when I analyzed her ammo. The dice don't fail me now. There we go. Decent roll.
Yeah, that seems like it works just fine.
About how many do you think I'd be able to make out of 2 or 3 ingots?
Hmm. I'm trying to think of about the size of the emerald. Probably the size of an ingot. So you could probably get anywhere. Well, with that good of a roll, you could probably get about at least 5 out of each ingot.
Okay.
Although I'm kind of rough thinking this, so I might be off my calculations a bit. Roll a d20 to get ghost bap Yume. Hold on. It's for you.
What?
What?
You rolled a nat 1. You bapped yourself, Nigel. Congrats. Oh, you rolled a you rolled a 2. I rolled you for it as well.
Wow.
Uh,
Your mage hand turned around and smacked you back.
What?
oh,
I just got double rated.
Azalea!
Well,
Hi! Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Hello, Jen.
If
Hi,
I
Reza.
I'll go
Hi,
ahead
Dewey.
and
Thank you guys so much for the raid. Did you guys have fun? I was
use
lurking.
5 of the iron ingots
I've been lurking.
to make a set 25 for her.
Ah, thank you, Doom.
well, all right.
Thank
there's
you.
that version as well.
We're currently in season 2
Season
of our
money's over.
D&D session after a long time. I'm so
Debbie being
happy.
bullied.
Pat the Reza, yes. She is adorable.
And then I drop it.
Pat the Doobie.
Lack of a better word, I'm calling it Eefy Needler ammo.
Yeah. Let's look at the shout out to Doobie, and then shout out to
Did I have anything else
Reza as well.
doing while I'm
It
at
goes.
Oh.
There it goes.
I don't
Hello.
suppose the smith would be willing to buy a
Arlen, no.
bunch of weapons and stuff, would he?
So, current insight on the D&D session,
say you
we're
probably
trying
would
to
give
get
a note
passage
that
on a
Hey,
boat to
look around,
cross this
stop, and
river
say,
to go to
"Ain't got enough room in
our
here for a bunch of that stuff. Only
Echo
take
Knight,
orders."
Claire here's village
Fair
to
enough.
save them from a possible bandit or goblin raid on their village. And it's not going well.
Oh, right.
Well,
There was the unknown rune longsword.
Okay, fine, I'll stretch.
If you could take a look at that as well. I'm not sure if he'd be able to ID
So
it,
we
but
have,
at least have another.
starting from the
Smith
left,
to
we have
have
our
a look
Echo
at
Knight
it.
Claire, who's being played by Barry. Our
his
swashbuckler rogue, Argento, played by Dark.
I'll have a look at it as it
Tempest
goes
Cleric,
over.
Chris, played by our lovely
Taps
Carla
on the metal a
here.
bit.
We
Checks
have
the edge.
me, the Fey
Tries to look
Wanderer,
over the
Ranger.
details of it.
nickname Yuffie. Our artillerist
Ain't got a damn
artificer,
clue,
played
sorry.
by Sylvic,
Worth a shot. Thank you.
and played by Zig. And our Rude
Ah.
Knight, Malice, played by
Is that about
my
sums things up?
boy.
Thank you for
Yume.
letting me take some time to use your forge.
No problem. Anytime. Bring me some metal again next time. Don't mind identifying some unique stuff. We're trying to, anyways.
And our lovely dungeon
definitely will.
master
What's
dude,
your name?
who is also streaming.
I almost went with the impulsive name, and then
Our
it hit
session
me
on
that,
his
no,
side as well.
I've used that name a lot before. It's an impulse
I'm so
name
happy
response.
to see you guys.
I'll use that name. Let me just brain for a minute of a name for it.
I have
Actually, I guess-
short-circuited doom.
I guess, or Reinhold would be the name.
Alright,
Just thought I'd
Reinhold.
just
My name is Sylvic. I'm actually a smith and artificer from the capital.
A pleasure meeting you.
Likewise. If we're passing
I saw
through
that you were having
for
trouble
the time being. If we
getting
end
over
up
that
back
one level.
in town, though,
Doofy,
I'll
Reza,
definitely
were you
stop
able
by
to get
again.
past it? The one where you have to jump?
That more or less sums it up for me. I'm gonna go find Yuffie.
When you're on your way back, by the way, when you're like passing by the cart, I'd probably just call over to you and ask you to like, hey, have a look at this armor that I got too.
Alright.
This one's going to be a little weirder. Not sure if you can identify it, but here. And then just-
Any weirder than that shirt Argento brought me?
Thankfully not, but it's about as weird as the bow.
I
Maybe
take
some
it y'all
better
went
material.
shopping.
Yep.
Was it that Bob again?
Mm-hmm. You just see me
Ah.
like working away on a bunch of bolts, just... In hindsight, by the way, for that roll that I did, I think the total for that was 26. Yeah, the fire rune that I have doubles proficiency for using tools. So either way, yeah, working on that while sitting in the cart this entire time, hand you the chitin medium armor that I got, and just say, I mean, have at it, but not sure if you'll figure out what it is. I think it's just the material.
Identify it.
As you glance over, you don't find anything magical about it in particular. The only thing you can really identify, if you try to check it over, is it seems to be extremely durable.
And try to identify it from a smith's point of view.
I mean, it's from a smith's point of view. I could probably do
You-
that.
See if I can like figure out what material it is.
As far as you can tell, it does seem to be made of something akin to chitin, as in it seems to be made from a very, very large bug. How big, you're not entirely certain, considering it's half plate, and yet it seems like a very small piece of whatever creature it may have come from. In fact,
Big
it's
bug.
the main, place of plate of the plate like that. The main piece of plate on it is one solid piece, with the other components being, their own pieces.
Big bug. That came from.
Stuff is metal, apparently. Started rubbing some steel against it and it didn't even leave a scratch. Worth
Oh.
every piece of
See
gold.
weird things. Huh.
Hey,
What?
What are you
Yuffie,
drawing, Carla?
They're drawing all sorts of things, I think, at this point.
I'll go over to Yuffie and hold out one of the needles that I made.
Hmm?
How's this match up to the one to the ammo you usually use?
She takes out her gun and compares it. Just slight difference. I think this might be a little bit too thin.
I rolled a
Should-
19 on that, Smith.
It should work. It should. She puts it inside of her gun. Snip, crack, pulse. and points towards the water. Should I test it?
Maybe when you have something to actually shoot at.
Yeah.
It'll go into the water. Should be nothing down there, right?
Not exactly a good idea to do that when the guards were already looking at you.
I could get free fish.
I'll
Word.
look over to one of the nearby guards. Is it mind if we do a real? Is it alright if we do a real quick weapon test into the water?
As they stare blankly and go, if you go to the shore to do it.
But
Alright,
I
come
can
on,
aim
Yuffie.
for right. Okay. She gets a death
Just
glare from the guard.
You more staring at you in the middle of that remark.
Okay. She makes her way over to the shore, points her gun to the ground, and pulls the trigger. I'm just gonna.
He's gonna make a joke roll to hit.
You hit the ground.
You successfully hit the target. Unfortunately, since the target was the ground, it did no damage because it has a higher armor class than that.
I fired. I hit something, but it wasn't what I was aiming at, so I guess I missed.
Well, seems to work just fine then. Thanks, Sylvic.
Alright, I will give you the rest of them. Then add 25 more shots to your ammo count.
Do they
Thank
do anything
kindly.
special, or is it just
Trolls,
like,
I would have cried if it was a 1.
do they
Like
do
you
anything
shoot it
different
and your
compared
fucking
to-
needle gun just goes crack in the middle of it.
I would have actually been so upset.
Hey, I mean, you have 2 people with Smith's tools right here. It'd be fine. Hopefully.
Maybe.
As you go to
You're the
try and
engineer here.
fix it, and it falls into 3 pieces now suddenly.
I would sincerely hope Sylvic would be able to fix it. Or the trigger gets stuck and goes full automatic. That would be terrible.
That'd be hilarious.
By the way, before we get too distracted.
Right?
So what do we do now? We're just waiting?
Well, at this point, you know, because you guys have spent so much time doing stuff, and Claire's apparently going insane over there. But the sun is slowly edging on the horizon at this point. You see some of the guards starting to pack up. You see a lot of the stuff being put back on the ship that had been taken off to be looked through. Some of the other stuff finally being finished up. But you can also get the hint that they may not be leaving until the morning, considering people seem to be heading. Couple of the sailors, a couple of the goblins and whatnot seem to be going off. You even see some of them go into the inn that you guys have taken room in.
Well, guess we're stuck here until the morning then.
In fact, you can even see the captain moving around and glances at the group and sort of disappears again for a bit, being by he's probably going to come visit you guys shortly.
I'm gonna stay with Claire here over at the carriage and keep watch over the night. It's not like we can really guarantee that this thing's gonna be fine here. If they're worrying about inspecting cargo, who knows what else they gotta watch out for, so...
Well, come on then, guys. Let's head back in.
Well, I'm gonna wait with the cart for the time being. If the captain's getting ready to come out,
And we need
speak
to bring the
fast.
horse to the stable for the night.
I mean, feel free. Cart's staying here, though, I imagine.
I'm just
In
gonna
the
drag it
middle of
off
the
to the
road.
side. I'm gonna drag it
could
off to
probably-
the side here.
We can just, like, put it
Fucking
around the back
horse
of the
away.
inn or something, get it out of the road, out of the way. It's not like we're gonna be making any noise or anything, so,
Yuffie doesn't have money, so she's probably gonna sleep in the carriage tonight anyway, so.
You know, if you voice that, people in your party might be willing to help you out.
It's fine. She prefers outside anyways.
I'd rather keep watching, keep working on these things. I don't know how many I would have even had done at this point, but
You want some help with that?
it's fine. I got it. It's just killing time.
Fair enough.
Gotta have something to do, you know?
Okay, dude, drag the horse to the grass part.
There we go. Horse has been thrown. Magical DM power go.
Oh. Or, yeah, I imagine the cart would have been moved with it too.
Yep. Cart's moved out of the way. The horse is happy
Yes.
in its stable.
Rest, it's fine. Go ahead and keep your money for now. Not that I don't want to go into the inn, just I'd rather keep... rather keep watch over this.
By the way, Malice, about the money.
Hey, hold on a second.
Didn't you
Just
have a,
take... What was it?
didn't
Mal
you have
takes
a
the
coin?
5 gold coins. Oh, I was just about to say, Mal takes the coins that Frisk throws, looks to the side where he'd normally keep his pouch, and realizes, huh, it's gone.
Oh, boy.
I didn't really have any money left on me, but oh, great, goddamn urchin got me.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate this.
Well, at least I can keep this safe on hand, but I'll have to get another pouch at some point.
Unfortunately, I don't have leatherworking tools otherwise, as a proficiency, otherwise I'd make one for you.
Don't worry about it.
I'm slowly becoming the jack of all trades. Oh.
Well, got the bedroll, got the tools, got stuff doing up until the point of just falling asleep for the night. I'll probably alternate a bit of time watching alongside Claire.
Well, Claire's staying.
Standing in the middle of the road.
I don't think
Yeah,
Claire's gonna sleep again.
I have a very
I'm
strong
gonna go
Claire
wait
stance.
with I'm gonna go wait with Claire for the captain.
I'll be here. Keep us posted.
We'll do.
Yuffie just gets the horse situated in the stable.
Okay. I have to sort it out. A name, because I actually was using the time you guys are being fit to figure out a name.
God damn it, damn.
I was kind of wondering what you were doing, like literally like twiddling thumbs over here.
I was also making sure of other things in the middle too. Okay, I'm like split attention at the moment and have been the entire time. Restand. As you guys are, waiting in the middle of the road, the guards, awkwardly looking at you guys. Some of them are heading off in their own directions. The slight heat radiation of Claire with the slight glow, becoming more and more noticeable as the sun slowly reaches the edge and starts to, drop
Light.
off. That's light. So Gento's leaning against the wall, Civic's waiting out there, Claire's standing there, Hertz is standing there. Oh, what the fuck?
What the hell?
Hi?
Chris? Carla?
I'll calm emotions.
That's a spell. It only lasts for a minute.
That actually wouldn't change anything about Claire anyways. Since Claire is
doesn't-
neither hostile towards you, nor is she under any kind of spell effect that's charming or frightening her.
Yeah, sorry, Carla. That doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It sounds like it would, but it doesn't.
By the description of the spell itself, if
Well,
Dim
actually,
wants to say it,
I mean,
if
it's a
that's clear,
calm emotion spell, but it's designed to calm down. Claire is very much stirred emotions. Yes, not under any specific like debuff specifically, no curses, nothing directly doing it, but technically speaking, in an RP aspect, like Barry said, like it would suppress the emotions. It would actually try to calm Claire down.
Is that
and
the
Claire
wait, I
failed
think-
to save.
Yeah, Claire failed the save. Goddamn. Only lasts for a minute though, but
Yeah, it's a minute where Claire. It's a minute for Claire to potentially change her way of thinking if she so wishes.
more like pass the hell out.
That too.
As you start to, as you're calming Claire and still waiting around, you see finally a certain, individual peek out from the boat, start heading down the dock. A somewhat, haughty gait to his step, his hat reminiscent of, many that tend to lead ships. Lovely, hat as he heads his way towards the group. And gives a pause, staring over at the ones that are still standing out front. He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait outside to talk to me or something?"
Well, wouldn't mind waiting in the end, but I just kind of motioned to Claire.
Yeah.
Hmm. Actually, the calm emotion may have come at the perfect time. Dear.
Captain of the ship? You the captain of the guard or something? Of course I'm the captain of that ship.
Hey, I already want to punch this guy.
Oh, Bessie's been my ship for many years at this point.
I need to step away for a minute. Silvic's gonna let Claire talk this one out.
Alrighty.
I'll be right back.
All right. I was wondering what was happening for a minute there.
He gives a slight chuckle upon hearing Claire out. And goes, "You and me both, lass. Don't always be wasting me time. Told me in here to fucking take care of shit, and here we are. Can't set sail until tomorrow at this point. Ain't doing it in the dark." As for how much, I hear y'all were being recommended for some reason by the guard. I think they're just trying to get someone on board, but if you're offering gold, gold's a good way to get a ride. Like, really? By a cavalker, are ye? Sadly, it ain't doing me much on the river. Now, if we were out in the sea, mayhaps, but this river don't seem to bow to none. That's like what I like to hear. How about this? We'll go have a drink in the inn. And I'll settle that as the cost for a ride in the guard. And if you all do a good enough job, I might even pay you by the end. Says dork. You dorkable Timmy. Ha! Get gat. You dorkable nerd. Fair enough. For a drink's over, but I ain't gonna turn down this kind of money. You hear him mutter under his breath the last part. As he, pockets it with a grin.
I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. TLDR, captain of the ship said, pay for the drinks, guard the ship. Maybe we'll be the ones getting paid by the time we make landfall at Belarus.
Hmm.
We're at the end of the river, technically. Because the river doesn't go all the way to Belarus.
Yeah, close enough.
He does give a grin, goes, get you fast as we can get there. But like I said, we're setting off tomorrow. So I hope you get some good rest for the night. It'll be an early morning when we get going tomorrow. Since y'all been nice about it, we might even wait for you before we leave if you take too long. Gives a chuckle at Claire. Says, fair enough. You always use another guard watching over the ship. Even if that ain't the intention. Looks over at Hurst and goes, sure thing, lass. There's some good drinks tonight.
Well, with everything settled, I'm gonna go get some rest.
I'm gonna sleep in the carriage with Malice.
You'd still hear him chipping away working on these things.
Such dedication.
Considering, you know,
What else am I gonna do?
I don't know.
So Claire's gonna be up
Yes.
the night watching over the
Sake. Okay, okay.
road. Ah, that's what happened.
Somebody bonk Claire over the head. Force her to sleep, please.
Well, I mean, let's see. I need to actually think about this. 'Cause I know Hurst is trying to get acquainted with the crew, which I imagine over drinks isn't going to be too hard. Claire, I do believe, well, is standing up, so I guess technically it'd be hard. I guess roll the Constitution save to not fall asleep standing upright. Considering as stressed as you are, everything else, it would be difficult, but fair enough.
Hopefully not that bad. I mean, knowing you and con saves, you're probably gonna be fine. I was about to say, is this the first or second night that you've stayed up? Because I thought you already had first level exhaustion. Oh.
In a second. You multi-class into Bard for sleep spell. I was gonna say, I thought there was a sleep in between them.
Wasn't sure. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I completely forgot.
Claire slept.
Yeah, no, for some reason I still thought you were at like first level exhaustion. Yeah, one night won't kill you, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fair.
I feel like double checking it, but what are our time constraints and whatnot? Because I know there is an adorable nerd that's going to have to sleep at some point, and we are approaching the 3 p.m. for the Eastern group.
I was about to say, do you actually have to go soon now, Carla?
I mean, it's going to be probably pretty quick to get onto the ship and get going. Hence why I was asking at this point. It's essentially next session, if we were to stop here, you want to be here at this spot.
I agree with Carlo. It's about time we got out of here.
Yeah.
We've done everything we needed to here, so it's just going through the
Yeah.
night, getting to the morning, getting on our way. I'd be taking shifts with Yuffie, watching over the the cart. Claire is pretty much up on the road, watching over the ship in the inn.
Fair.
The others are in the inn, just doing their thing. So I think we're just about ready.
Yeah, the night would pass without incident. I do believe Hurst would still have to roll, upon waking up, a lovely constitution check.
What, for those of us who fell asleep, we have to do a constitution?
No,
it's just
just
first
her.
because drinking.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess saving
Same.
throw, yeah. Constitution saving throw, yeah. Sorry.
For me and you, by the way, we were just watching over the cart.
Ah, she got drunk. Gotcha. So we're just gonna have to
This is
drag her ass onto
basically,
the
you
ship.
know.
Yeah.
This is for hangover.
Mhm.
Hey, she manages to survive without being hungover, in spite of having drank quite a bit.
So we board the ship.
As the sun begins to cast its gaze over, basically casting its gaze over the walls slowly in the distance of the actual town. Sun slowly, you know, brushing itself across Claire's head, lighting her up more and more if you weren't already brightly glowing to begin with. You can already hear the sounds of things on the move. For Claire, she can see things moving, crew getting up, you can see things being moved around. Even the captain peers up and glances out at Claire before going back to his business about getting the boat ready to go.
Good morning, Claire. It's time to go now.
Yep, time to go. Don't forget to feed the little one.
Malice, hand me half of that to feed Jack.
Sure. Actually, speaking of, I was gonna say, so when I start checking my person too, like at this point I probably would realize, oh yeah, that's right, since my shit got stolen. Am I missing anything else?
As you go digging through You
Zaire
do
arrived
find
by
something
10
else
months,
missing
let's
other
do.
than, your prior pouch
Right,
of
let's
gold.
fucking
Or
go.
rather,
10
silver and copper.
months.
I better not be missing the
What the
mimic.
heck? Oh yeah, what are we
Am I
naming our
missing the
child?
mimic?
Mimic's still there.
Lovely,
You're
but what are we
missing the
naming
deck
it?
of cards.
Thanks for the
Son of
10
a
months,
bitch.
you nerd.
Rip.
I was about to say,
Wait.
if the mimic was gone, I was about to throw shit. Like, actually. Good, yours are. God damn it.
They're kind of attached to his fucking head, dude. I was about to say.
No, if I
Probably
remember.
you probably woke up with the mimic still like sitting on your head in the form of a bucket, just waking up.
The mimic would probably eat the child.
The mimic would have eaten the child. That's what I'd be worried about. Like, you kidding me? Kid just shoves their hand in a bucket, and then next thing you know, they're pulling it back
We're taking
out,
the
and you
horse
realize,
and
"Oh, hey."
cart with us, right?
You gotta disassemble the cart to get it on the ship, but hey.
I mean,
Well, it's a good thing I got
We
the
could
tools.
lift-
Here we go again.
there's ramps. It'll be fine.
Alright, how do I
I wonder
set
how
this
you end up
We
with
could just
mimics
lift
in
to turn
cities. Yeah, random adventures, just carrying a mimic along. The mimic gets loose in the city, never to be seen again until one day. It's a city of mimics. It's everywhere.
Right? Yuffie
Actually,
gets the
yes.
horse ready
Onions, a mimic.
and drags it onto the
Pizza
ship.
is a mimic. That horse is a mimic. No, I'm kidding.
Here we go again. Wow. Yeah, we go.
So Civic manages to, be taking things apart pretty quickly. Mouse, on the other hand, fumbles and loses a wheel and has to go chasing it down the road.
I probably
Wait.
would do that.
When he brings back the wheel, I take it, set it aside, look at him. You're now my assistant. Congratulations. Hand me that tool.
That was my animal handling.
Yeah.
Snap, snap. Come on.
As Yuffie's trying to get the horse to
I'm
move to
struggling.
go on the ship, and the horse is just not budging. It's just staring at her.
Struggling to fix it.
And
Alright,
then
Chris gets it. Chris
Yeah, Chris
picks
gets
up
the
the
horse on
fucking
board,
horse and
yep.
just puts it on.
Chris literally just carries the horse. Alright. Cards.
Finish
done.
finish disassembling the cart.
You
Pack
can
it
hold
up,
control,
bag.
Dark, or shift, one of those. Or...
Alright, let's go.
It's
the
okay.
crew's just kind of like
It is
watching
not
you guys
control.
arrive.
Hi,
Haven't been
Dudley.
seeing some of what you were doing, but also watching the horse be brought up and just pause and go, where did
It's alt.
Alt. Okay.
the cart go?
Yeah, it's all.
Oh. Don't worry about it.
It's
When
somewhere.
they ask, I just say, "Don't worry about it."
Call it part of the cargo. Oh yeah, by the way, in the loot table real quick, if you want to add, just put in just a regular studded leather armor. I cannot carry this thing anymore.
Is that why you're failing all your attempts?
Technically, I am slightly over capacity. Again, for the 5th time now.
I'm also adding a disassembled cart to the loot table.
I mean, yeah.
You deserve it.
Wow, how come we never thought about just putting a house in there?
I'm trying not to think about it.
I mean, that'd take a lot of assembly and disassembly every
Let's
time.
go.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get on.
As you guys arrive on the ship.
Got some room right over here for you, Silva. Get in.
Yeah, the ship starts to move, and Civic's still in the dock, gets grabbed and brought on board real quick.
Thought I had moved myself onto there. Sorry.
No, you didn't. As you hear the captain go, shouting out, "We set sail, lads and lasses! We're off to hunt some pirates on the sea of river." Ah, fuck. Right, it's the river. Anyway, let's go!
Wait, I'm sorry. Did he say hunting pirates?
That's not what we signed for.
It is now. I knew something was weird about this ship.
You guys set sail swiftly. After, turning against the water, the sails drop, and you're off on your way. Which... Oh, wait, no, I can put this over myself, but I can actually bring you guys over. I haven't actually put the tokens on here yet. I'm presuming you took the horse below deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are in no way going to leave the horse above deck.
No.
What's he gonna do? Shit in the rafts?
Shh. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Put the horse up in the
The
crow's
ship,
nest. he'll be
part of the
fine.
crew.
Part of the literal shit part of the crew.
If listening to this, wow! As you fully come on board, you have a chance to notice the ship is, well, quite nice, but also decorated with 6 very shiny, large cannons. Although whether or not you know they're cannons or not is kind of dependent, considering they're not.
Yes.
Pretty sure Mel would know. He took a boat.
Well, I mean,
Sylvan-
boats. Not all boats have cannons yet. It's the joke of this is a world where cannons are new technology.
Yeah.
Sylvan
So-
knows. Sylvan
Yeah,
can
Sylvan-
keep them.
In fact, most ships would be using, say, magic as their means of firing at distance,
Hell,
and bows and arrows.
Sylvic may have helped design some of the cannons. Considering his backstory, but
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize I would have the +3 there. That +3 does not exist. Examine the cannon. How the hell does this work?
This is a large cannon. You notice the one in particular that you're near seems to be, have fuses or something kind of string, if you don't know the fuses, but you probably know the fuses, sticking out of the end. It seems to be, well, very big, heavy, and loaded.
Still figure out how this thing works there.
Otherwise, they can't get cannons to then fake the rest and fake them all. I mean, fair, but remember, Carlo, this world in particular, cannons are literally brand new technology.
Yeah.
You're talking like not that long that they've been in existence, and this ship, even though out of character reference, is considered one of the state-of-the-art ships. Yeah, ballista, other ranged implements would be magic being a substitute as well. Like, most ships would not have any kind of cannon or anything.
Yeah, we saw ballistas actually at the port, I'm pretty sure. Lined up against the water. This is completely different. The closest resemblance we do have is exactly Zig's artillery cannon that he keeps on his back, but we don't exactly work with that there.
firearms, all of that are new technology. Like they've not been around for a long time at all.
No, saying this does make me miss a ballista.
Silphic
Man, I can see
is
you don't even know how to fucking load the thing, probably.
Oh, I would have to definitely run several checks or ask somebody. Probably Zig. Or sorry, probably Sylvic.
yes. I would say, considering how new the firearm technology is, Silvic may be among one of the first sets of artificers. And you probably wouldn't see an artificer outside the capital just yet.
You are likely the only one besides whoever's on the rest of this ship that even knows how the hell to use these things properly. Like,
Pretty
God
much.
forbid.
Pretty much.
Your heart just jumped.
Huh?
That-
Why?
That's
Oh.
Oh,
oh boy. But yeah, that's my interpretation. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, Dim.
I mean, you rolled a high enough you would have, and your character does have background and interest in it. Whether or not you worked on these specific cannons, or not, you might have just worked with earlier technology, led to these ones, is what I
Yeah.
kind of lent towards.
Yeah, but also the fact of Sylvic possibly being among the first artificers in the kingdom, and the first one out, probably the first one outside the capital. That actually has traveled outside the capital.
I also realized I didn't actually create a token for sailors.
God damn it, Dome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, God.
I'm trying to look for a good one to pick as well. These don't quite fit the bill.
We got the Goblin and the Crow's Nest, and a bunch of other sailors.
Fair.
I thought it was the
actually
horse
throw
in the
the.
crow's nest.
Huh?
That was the horse in the crow's nest.
No, they put the horse below below deck, so the horse doesn't get killed. Okay.
Sorry, Zig, this isn't Crusader Kings. The horse ain't sentient. Well, not quite like that.
Sapient.
Yes.
Anything happen?
Sorry, I'm quickly procuring things for the sake of it. I haven't actually done the roll to check and see if anything caught fire yet. Let's see. I just- that. There. Yes. Should have thought about this sooner, but I'm a complete peg, okay?
Yes. We already knew that.
I blame Carla. It's clearly Carla's fault. Result female gobbo tribe. uh, okay. Okay. Me. Not close. Well, shit. You just. Actually, you know what? Oh, look at that. Stop that. Here, I should have done it over here too. Need to be right back. Oh, okay. I'll just be quickly setting things up as I'm gonna get beat with stuff apparently. Lame. What are you doing? How's it going? Here. Into that for a moment.
Welcome back. What happening now?
I'm setting a thing up because I didn't expect to roll for it immediately.
Oh,
So something is about to happen. I was just trying to quickly set up scene before initiating the shenanigans.
I blamed him.
I've been. Ah. I should have made that differently. It was very weird in this particular shape.
Jesus, Carla. How?
I'll call out from the back of the boat to Hrist. Hrist, do you see anything? Are we close yet? Okay. Yuffie just continues looking back. Keeping an eye out from the back. I could, it's part of Yuffie's character, but she's not like that, so. Mal!
Hmm?
Do you see anything?
What? No. Aren't we still in the port?
No, you're officially
No.
on the river
We're
moving.
literally on the river.
Okay, just making sure on that, but... Do I see anything?
I mean, you spot two huge shadows in the water.
Thank you, Fire. I actually just finished my drink as you did that.
They moving, or...?
They seem to be moving to some extent, although only because you perceived so well did you realize that they were on the other side of the ship from where you're currently at.
I'm trying to remember what the terminology was. I think starboard was to the left. Which one's port? Which one's
You
starboard?
with a burning rope? Wow.
Is it moving towards the ship?
The two large shadows are moving towards the ship. Some of the crew actually are moving around onto the deck as well.
Oi, oi, we got something off the left in the water here. Two big things moving towards us.
Hmm?
In the water.
Would you like me to jump down, hanging from a rope, and see what it is?
Would you like to potentially get eaten?
I'll take my chances.
Mouse is pulling out the crossbow. These things seem too big to aim down.
Yes,
so...
Stark, you're right. Port is left, starboard is right.
I think you're right on that, but I'm not too sure. I thought it was the other way around.
These things are clear at the back at the moment.
Well, I'm yelling over to them anyway.
See, like you can hear one of the goblin at the top of the mast also shout, "We got something approaching, Captain! The little red fella down there found it too!"
Little red fella.
You just got called little.
By a goblin.
Yuffie's gonna climb up to the crow's nest as well.
We'll see who's little when he comes down here. Fine.
The sailors move out into position. As Yuffie climbs up, she sees the two. They're huge, very long creatures. Both are very big.
Would I know what they are based from their shadows?
Maybe you'd have to roll the check.
Which one is that? History?
What did we...
Nature. Oh.
And
Nature. Let's go. Okay.
you managed to identify the two beasts by what they're very similar to. Two huge crocodiles.
Guys, heads up.
Crocodiles!
We got some crocs in the waters.
What?
You're gonna need that rolling for initiative because somebody just moved their
That's an echo.
echo over them. To which you can see it lurch up out of the water. Let me just roll it. It lurches out of the water but misses the echo. Fair. But they were completely underwater still up until that point.
I mean, hey, I missed, so.
Alright, I'm a pagan, sorry.
You can't do initiative without you, dude.
Yeah, brain might be slightly melting at this point, not gonna lie.
Oops.
I also meant to ask, from all the time that I spent working on crafting those big-ass bolts, how many would I have even gotten done?
I mean, you spent quite a bit of time working on them, so...
I'll let you decide that in the moment while Claire
Oof.
does her thing, because she technically, since it missed, could use her reaction to attack the croc. You know, it's right there. Oh, fucking hell.
And our cat of death.
The cat went big speed.
You could do the opening attack on it while it's still essentially airborne, trying to go for the chomp.
Oh. I could just tell them to fuck off.
What?
I could communicate simple ideas with beasts that can breathe underwater. Or can breathe water.
That 20-year roll to hit there, I'm guessing.
I don't think crocodiles technically breathe water.
Yeah, they breathe air, actually.
They breathe
don't
air,
breathe
but...
water.
Next time, talk to the fish.
Yeah, you virtually cannot tell them to fuck off.
Ask the fish if they see anything next time.
Oh, you're waiting for Carl. Wait. Oh yeah, because Carl also had a
The sword.
Oh.
The one ability I've always wanted to use, I can't even use.
3d6. Oh boy. And Claire got a nat 20 on the attack. Fuck.
Claire out to get some new crocodile leather shoes.
24. Hey.
Guess we're eating good tonight, boys. Yuffie licks her lips.
I believe after you've done... Yeah, it's in turn order now, so it should be Argento now, who's standing over there on the other side of the ship.
Sergeant. Oh, your turn, lad.
Yep. I don't particularly have to move.
You kind of do if you want to
They're-
try to attack. They're off the side of the ship in the water.
Mm-hmm.
No. So actually, let's see. I can move there. I'm not going to get into the water. That is the dumb idea. I guess is that
Good
fine for me
idea.
to move here?
I would say get in the water if you want to get death rolled.
I take it that's a fine move for me to make.
Yeah.
I mean,
You have 40 feet movement speed, so why not?
yeah.
I have
going
30
into the water
movement
is a good
speed
idea.
normally.
I thought you were
Okay.
faster because tabaxi.
I might.
I think it was cat things. I mean, 30 foot from there, is still 30 foot.
30 is
Just walk-
normally I can
basically
boost myself to
walking
60.
around this, so technic should have been more like that. I guess that still worked. Yeah, no, it's still make it.
Would it be like that?
Because you were like, I think you were there, so you probably have to go like
you're
that
right.
and then like that, but that still makes
That
it.
that would
Yes,
still be
whatever.
enough.
Yeah, you're still making it. That's just
Good enough. Semantics.
Magics.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. I'll make a shot at this one. And you said it's just a regular short bow roll, right?
Yeah.
This.
these are huge technically, but I'm not entirely certain of their overall. But I kind of that's why I tried to do them that way because I figure if they're huge, they're, you know, really fucking long. Which I guess might be supposed to be bigger than that. Actually, yeah, it probably should be technically a little bit bigger than
Nope.
that.
Miss.
I think it was the other way around, Claire. I think you have
Yeah,
to
no,
not
that's
be within
missed.
range.
I really don't have anything else I
Well.
can make.
It was a cutie snipe.
I got a really low roll. I can't make any difference on that.
Technically speaking, having them be
It
should be
happens.
actually a little bit larger than what they are.
Mm,
Let me just, oop. Oh. Just quietly move them, make them a little bit more elongated to more appropriately match their huge size.
and I don't think I can do anything with my bonus or anything like that, right?
I mean, you could attempt to stealth them from them by rolling if you were that sure.
Gonna do it.
anyways. You were
I
sure you could try to crouch behind the rail and stealth.
Also, the Rakish Audacity thing for a sneak attack, he has to be within 5 feet. No one
Yeah.
else has to be within 5 feet, and it can't be at disadvantage. Otherwise, the other sneak attack thing is from stealth or normal. I thought that was just with if you had advantage or target is like. Oh wait, no, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
think
Yeah,
I
they're
did.
flying 5 feet.
Can I literally just stealth here then?
You should be able to because they're in the water. So
Technically,
Well, if we're going by technicalities, then let's go. Oof, not it.
Oof.
D&D is weird.
you, I would say
It
you
is still a 12.
attempted to stealth. It's still a 12. I'm trying to contemplate here though because it's a nat 1. I mean, a 12 would be higher than their passive perception, but I feel like that one just means you stumbled on your attempt to stealth, which means you basically went to stealth and then bonked your head off the fucking rail instead of actually stealthing.
Critical failures really only apply to attacks.
I mean, I
Not
wasn't
the
going to
scores.
count damage. I was just making jokes at that point.
Yeah.
Basically, the joke of him, effectively tripping and just being there, and the fucking crocodile still noticing, even though he should be able to hide from it at that point. Like that is
It's
absurd.
fine.
Still,
Yep. Go ahead. Croc's turn.
well, Naturally, this one's going to do the dumb thing and try to attack the thing that snapped it on the head, and it's going to miss and drop back into the water again because it nat one. So it's just going to, in fact, fall behind a bit from the ship because of how fucked it didn't. It basically didn't make the landing on its attempt. Now for the other one, it's going to come up right up to the side of the ship and literally shove aside, like basically crawl up onto the side of the ship to try and attack. And it's going to miss the chomp at Hurst.
Oh, if it's trying to climb, it's tilting the boat at that point. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the boat is slightly tilted, probably, with how big and heavy they are. Because it would have basically jumped out and then grabbed onto the side. Is basically there. It tried to bite at Hurst and is literally just splashing river water all over. I mean, that's the kind of weight would still shift the ship. It wouldn't sink it. It wouldn't even come close to sinking it, but it would shift it with that much weight.
Just a tiny bit.
It's one of those things, anybody who could get seasickness, best of luck to you after this fight.
Let's just say I've got a better shot.
That is true. Yeah, the other one's now in a position where you really can't fully see it because it fell back into the water hard. It is now hidden in the water as a result. But this one, you have clear as day attempt to do something about.
Yeah, sorry, Hurst, I don't think you're lifting a cannon, but it is right there.
I mean, there is also one of the crew right there as well.
Going to move right over to here. Let's see. And I'm going to do two things. First thing, you already know the bonus action.
Oh, God.
Are you making yourself a bigger target to get chomped on?
Pretty much.
Yes. Smile.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to actually put the stats on that armor, so it didn't update my AC. But I do know it should be... I don't know if that shit in armor technically gives any other bonus to AC, but... And no, I will always get excited for combat. It's what Mal's good at. And Doom. Just, I'm going to assume I probably will have enough crossbows to use for this fight, but do the heavy bolts do any bonus damage when using them? Didn't really cover that.
Man, they're heavier bolts. They're going to be basically almost impossible to break effectively. Almost impossible to break because they're used on a crossbow that's really strong. They should actually have probably longer range, and they probably would actually hurt a bit more, I imagine, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you're going to lose it using it on the river, but hey,
Well, that's why I'm gonna aim for the croc that's in front of us. I don't care if I lose them as long as it kills this thing. We're big game hunting. I ain't fucking with this thing. We got Yuffie.
Yuffie's slightly drooling at the mention of crocodile meat.
Well, either way. I'm going to say for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to treat these things as if they're just a +1. But just specifically for damage, not to hit. So that pretty much just adds like a +1 to damage for simplicity's sake, so we don't have to worry about that later. Then I'll assume I have I don't know what, 20.
I'd say probably about... He rolled decently, so I'd say 30. Out of the 100 you could have made.
Well, time to start using at least 3 of them. Okay, so Big Mal, big thing. This is gonna be great. So,
Hang on.
big crossbow, aim at Croc. Sharpshooter. Let's go. Fire 1.
Yeah, that lit.
And that'll probably hurt.
Yeah, that'll definitely hurt.
Bless you,
Bless
Zai.
you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Which I'll
Sorry.
just take the extra point of damage with it, I believe. If I'm not wrong.
Yep, that is the total damage. It's just 25.
It was a sniz.
Alright, number 2. That is not going to hit.
It does say, yeah, that's plus -3.
Yeah, because sharpshooter is -5.
But yeah, no, that won't hit. Congratulations, you've lost a shot somewhere off of the river.
This is fine. Besides, 100 of these bolts is going to last a really, really long time.
You say that until you literally lose them all in a river.
Yeah.
By the way, if I just ask the sailor next to me real quick, it's like, hey, this fuse thing, I just light it on fire to trigger it, right?
No.
You know, the sailor nods and goes, "Aye. Careful though."
Is this thing aimed at the croc?
I mean, it is technically like the croc's practically on top of it at the moment. So yes.
Fucking perfect. Pulls out the tinderbox. I don't know if I can use that as a free action or not. I imagine probably not, but I don't know. Definitely not. Alright, fair. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to brace yourself with it too. Because it requires at least 2 people to, you know, fire and use it.
Have to aim, wait on fuse. Yeah, fair. Well, if there was another way I could have lit it, that would have been funny, but nope. Alright. That's it for me then. Add the classic marker there. Oh, no, change that. Your turn, Sylvic.
Take 10 feet over to the railing here so I can get a shot on big croc here. Actually, this one's currently trying to latch onto the ship, isn't it?
It is on the ship.
It is half onto
It
the
is on
ship
the
at the
ship.
moment. It literally launched itself onto the side of the ship and is trying to chomp at first last anybody checked.
Mm-hmm.
That's just rude. Well, bring out the cannon and I'm gonna shoot it. Force ballista variant of the cannon.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you didn't call that thing the Moody Blaster in hindsight.
You know what? Now I'm going to. Just because you said something.
This is funny.
23 to hit.
Fuck.
That'll hit. You aimed at this one, right?
The one on that's on
you're
the
aiming at
ship.
one. Okay. Double checking.
Yeah. For 20 force damage.
Fucking hell. What?
Jeez.
That thing does 2d10?
Yep.
Oh. Nasty.
And 23 to hit again.
That would hit still.
Oh, yeah. 10 more force damage.
Some high fucking rolls there, jeez.
This thing's eating like 50 points of damage.
And then
250 left. Oh god.
back off away from the edge. Over there. It worked.
Let's see. Yep. Grab him. So you see this guy run over, this guy runs underneath the feet of Mouse here, gets to the cannon. As you hear the captain ring out, "Fire the cannons, lads!" Obviously, this one's not going to be doing much over there. Or, well, maybe. Let's see. So, of course, you hear the fuse light as you hear one of the sailors go, "Cover your ears if you want to keep them."
Ah, great, one of these again. Covers his ears with his giant hands. Yeah.
Fucking hell. At that fucking range, you are shitting me.
It missed?
Did it miss?
They fired and fucking missed. Barely grazing past the fucking giant crocodile. But the boom, of course, is enormously loud. And I gotta roll for these guys not to get their asses kicked by it, which they do manage to save so they don't get knocked off of the fucking cannon by firing it.
You are firing point blank with a cannon! How do you... Well... Yeah, how
I
did you
mean,
miss?
I guess technically it was missed because it probably shoved it slightly to the side when it came up on the ship anyways. So they were basically fighting, because they rolled fucking 2. They rolled a goddamn fucking 2.
What the fuck? It has.
That's it, I'm taking this thing.
It is technically
that's
laying on the top of it, so they were so they basically, like, logically,
It
they
can still
tried to
shoot
aim
its
it and
tail, or
fucking...
like.
It's basically sitting on top of it, and they tried to fucking force it and fire, and then missed. Well, on the plus
no way of
side,
reloading that.
the other pair at this cannon, aiming at this lovely fellow over here, did manage to fire, which of course they also shout before firing the cannon, saying to cover your ears. Which they do land their hit, and I just realized, why is it not? There it is. As you see the cannonball literally rip into the crocodile and do a huge chunk of damage to it. Almost enjoying fish butt at the mast. Oh, let me roll a distraction check to see if that goblin's paying attention. It is not paying attention. So it is focused on the fish ass.
Well.
It's literally going, "Hey, how you doing?"
Goofy just ignores it. As you see the other cannons, that you also notice that there aren't any cannonballs. As you hear the goblin, as he turns it,
Captain, permission to fire! As the captain shouts back, "Aye, lad, fire the cannon!" Oh, geez, that's a guaranteed fucking hit there. As you hear an odd hum from this particular cannon. Something completely different from the other cannons. As if the glow were to further hint. And it fires off a bolt of energy that rips into this crocodile, blood spewing out as the crocodile still is alive, but you can see its fucking hide gets tore through by a magic cannon shot instead of a regular one.
And that's from the cannon up here?
Yes, it was from this cannon.
Oh.
God damn. Sick.
Giving it to Yuffie's turn.
She's got a really good fucking advantage point, so I'm asking, do I have advantage?
I mean, considering this one is now very noticeable where it's at from your position, I'd say, yeah, you still have advantage. Your gun is designed to work with water, and that one guaranteed advantage. Like, you have clean sights.
'Cause that's what I'm aiming for. Alright.
The one in the water?
Yep. That one just got its ass blasted, and I'm gonna blast it some more. Fire one!
22 will hit.
Fire
And-
two! This is without the psychic.
I mean,
So I can do 2 shots.
I mean, if you keep firing, you're just going to be wasting ammo, because that first shot,
Oh, it killed it? Alright.
yeah, no, it was fucking, it
Oh.
was tore apart from the cannon fire. It is, you basically just finished it off, and now it's basically just dead. It's fucking
Dead.
dead. It's a gory, bloody mess, and gone.
Oh, these things are awesome!
Alright, after firing off her first shot. Don't know if you wanna... If I'm alright to land that one or shoot again.
You don't even
I'll
need
allow that one to
advantage.
hit,
You already
yeah.
hit a 22.
Yeah, just
And this is without the psychic, because it only works on the first shot.
How the hell did you get another 11?
Yes.
Like me and my 223s.
Man,
Right, and that is all
roll
I
20
can
on
do.
crack today.
Since I'm in the crow's nest.
and so it goes to
First.
First there. To probably finish the job of the very, very weak crocodile.
After he got blasted.
Well, it's like it didn't even get hit by the cannon. It just fucking. But it also would have had a fucking loud ass noise.
Speaking of,
It did get hit. It didn't get hit by the ship cannons. It got hit by me and my cannons.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, it does. Well, I think with that, it's the damage is done regardless. I forget. From the pagan.
what is it?
Let's
Half
say it's
damage
just
on
over-
save?
Yeah, off the top of my head, because I am up to pagan.
Thunderwave save halves.
Okay, so yeah, it is still alive after that. It survived the throw. Yes, it survived the throw and survived the attack itself. Or I guess you're succeeded that bit. Succeeded the throw would be more appropriate word. Needs a shield save. I get the word too. Claire gets to do the finishing blow, I believe.
Hell yeah.
Still got
She's going for full on decapitation here.
She's going for gold.
Yeah, both of those will hit.
It's it.
What is with roll 20 today? These rolls are on crack.
Let's
Jeez.
go!
Hey, and the 19.
Oh wait, was that first and second? Well, I mean,
There were rolls for advantage. So
Ah. yeah, the 19 would also hit. They're not heavily armored creatures. They're just very, very big. That damage roll. Jeez, that damage roll as well. I mean, it is effectively dead. From the first attack, it was already dead. Like, the first strike was dead. Second strike was overkill. Yeah, like, the low rolls, I can't give you the full decapitation, honestly. Well, I can probably give it partial, because the second strike did freaking roll decently. First strike, though, those ones, those nat ones, some of that damage. He's so sad.
unfortunate. Action surge.
What are you going for? You want to
Decapitation.
Yeah, just like play Jack Black decapitation.
Claire, cut it up nicely so we can have it for
16
dinner.
would hit, yeah. That's 18 hits as well. There you go. Now you've decapitated it in spite of it already being dead. You literally pulled your blades back and fucking swung against your time. And, oh, geez, stop that, please. Violent jittering of the chat box.
Stop! It's already dead.
I get the win.
I'll be damned.
I mean, after you chopped its head off, the rest of the body would have fell back into the water, honestly. Because, like, it's in the water, it's fucking sinking, it's off going behind the ship at that point.
Looks like you got a trophy, Claire.
Here's that list.
Ah, what a great way to start the day.
Zoomed in got a while ago, but I'm peg it. Good. Not shopping day. Nice. D&D goes. I've been cute to peg it, but it goes.
Yuffie just looks down all sad, watching the Crocs get left behind. Dinner. I guess head stew will do. Yuffie's just
They're
gonna
not
climb down
pirates.
to go retrieve the head.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe, but yeah.
I mean, they would simply cheer on for the captain, you know, yells at him. You know, get the cannons loaded again, you scallywags, before anything else shows up.
I guess I'll just try to take that decapitated head and move it over here.
Yuffie holds out her hands. Give me the croc head. I go cook it.
Crockhead is about the size of literally Mal right now. I don't think I can just hand this to you, lady.
Oh, I'm not gonna even lift it.
Actually, yeah, no. I should be making a strength check to see if I could even lift the damn thing. Do I have a... I think it was like this form gives me advantage on that.
Quietly, discreetly dispose of that and take the. Actually, no, I can do that right now.
Oh yeah, I can definitely lift the head and move it, but at least I hope.
For the remaining.
Yoink. Literally dragging a giant croc head to the center of the ship.
As you go over top of an area that is completely open to the area below.
Yeah, you shouldn't put it there.
Well,
As
where
you
else am I
hear
gonna
the
put this
fucking,
thing?
as you're walking over it and you hear the fucking wood creaking because you're literally on top of a section that opens up to get down below.
Where else am I gonna put this damn thing?
You could put it over in the back.
Besides, nice trophy, ain't it?
I guess.
Yuffie just gives
Ah,
up.
sure.
Let me just roll a, secure check on this, just because you're standing there in giant form, and you
Well, it
put a
would've
croc head
worn-
on it, and
Well-
you had everybody else on top of it at the same time.
Hey, not my fault they followed me, and besides, that actually would have worn off probably by now. It only
Okay.
lasts about a minute, so boop. Smug.
I mean, you still dragged a huge head on top of a fucking opening,
Really
which I
shot
just
put it
rolled,
there.
and congrats, Mouth! You're now inside the cargo area of the ship because the thing opened up with the head, and you're now sitting inside of a fucking dead crocodile's head, down, and where the cargo's at.
Mal will just yell back up. Don't worry, I'll fix it later.
I mean, it just came open, that's all. It just fucking fell open and dropped you in. The sailors just kind of questioning your life choices.
Norway.
But how are you getting it back out of down there is the other question.
I mean, Yuffie has the right idea. We'll just eat it.
I mean, if you need to get your sleep, because I know you do need your sleep.
It's already 4
Yeah,
p.m.
you need to go to bed, Carla?
It's late for her now.
Alright, so it's time for
okay.
end.
Alrighty.
Then yeah. It's just been so long since we've had the sessions, but now that we're back
I
in the swing
know.
of that, hopefully we
You're
can be faster in the next
fine.
session.
This is a good start to season 2.
Hey, we got all the slow stuff out of the way. We'll be ready for the next one.
Next one will be when we arrive at the town.
Hell yeah.
That should be less Pega, hopefully, next time.
Get your prep done, Doom. Bonk.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and deafen and end the stream here. But me and Dark are gonna go play Ghost Exile. So I'm gonna start up another stream after this is done.
Remember, she puts these on
oh,
record,
that's right.
remember? So
Yep. Oh, give me a second.
So okay, I know what to do then.
Yeah.
I think I'm willing to. But
Alright, end of session! Go!